wonder if I got to pay Samuel Jackson. Anybody, boo. What time's the 1 o'clock show start, bitch? Now. That's when it starts.
1:24.
Hey. I don't need you checking me like that. It is Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends. And I'll be.
Speedy.
You be.
Nikki Pam.
Nigga.
I like me better.
Hey, how
I
the
can't tell
shit
me.
go, nigga?
All right, try it again. My bad.
She
Well,
said,
I be who? What I say supposed to say?
I like me better.
It worked. I thought it worked. I be what? What's supposed to say?
You can
Friends?
say I'm the N in friend.
Okay, try it again. We gotta work this out. We gotta work.
It is Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends. And I'll be.
Speedy.
You be.
Friends.
I try
You can say the N in friend.
Okay, the N in Friends.
Yeah, which is Nikki.
Okay, which is okay.
You know, y'all hung out all weekend. Y'all couldn't figure this out.
We haven't worked that out.
I need this
We need a
part
song. We need a song.
I need that part first. Then I need
Anybody
that.
move, I'll
here it
blow
is.
your fucking head.
Okay.
It is Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends. And I'll be.
Speedy.
You be.
And Friends. And Friends.
No, you the N in friend.
Okay.
Nikki.
Okay. N and Friends. Nikki Pam. Does that work? No.
Just say your name.
All
Fuck
right,
it.
Nikki
Fuck it all. Hold on.
We got to do it again. Oh Lord.
No.
I was like, whatever.
It is Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends. And I'll be.
Speedy.
You be.
The N and Friends.
No, niggas, you pay him.
Oh, Nikki Pam. I don't know.
Fuck it. At the marble table. One, the only, the Say why.
Shalom
She's
to
back.
the people. Shalom to the people. Rest in peace, Tyree Nichols.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So everybody saw the video?
Yeah, nigga, can we get the show started? Goddamn.
Oh, what was
Just go
supposed-
jump in the deep end? You ease down there? You get in the pool, you put your foot in first, nigga. You just dove in the motherfucker. It's cold.
Oh, we're supposed to like,
You
okay,
got to
I
ease
see.
into it, man.
All right,
'Cause,
okay.
Ricky Smiley's son passed away
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
That was awful. We don't know what, though, huh?
Do we
But
need
shut
to?
up.
I don't know what it is.
I guess it doesn't matter.
In life, I guess we figure people have to know why. Like, oh, they died of that. Cool, I ain't doing that. 'Cause you're
Right. Like, as if it's going to make a difference.
well, in your mind, it does. Like, what he died?
Well, we all
Cancer?
have an
What kind of
expiration
cancer?
date.
Cigarettes? He smoke? I don't smoke.
Yeah.
So we do that. But shout out to Ricky Smiley and his family. Prayers go
Yeah.
out to them
For sure.
as well. You can call it. Nikki Pam in the building.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I got the phone.
Yeah, you found that. Nick.
Shut the phone.
I don't know the number because you took it down.
I just, oh,
So my son takes things down and
Yeah.
don't put things back.
got it right there.
That's why he don't come by the house.
Phones is up. We good.
That's why he don't come by the house.
Oh, I need the link too, y'all.
Why you asking me for?
I don't know.
Anyway, so how was your weekend, Pam?
It was good. It was really good. We had fun Friday night. We had a little game night. And then Saturday, I think it was my cousin's 39th birthday. So we went to Sip
The
and
words
Paint.
of Nick, so.
That's a little old. You celebrate birthdays. Go ahead.
39.
No, but wait. It was
That's
Sip
a weird
paint,
number.
It Sip, Paint, and Smoke. So everybody in there had weed and
glad I didn't
stuff
go.
like that. Yeah. No, it's fun.
No,
it was really
I
fun.
don't like weed. I
And
don't
then
how
like
it
the
smells.
best painting got I think it was like an eighth of weed or something.
So who got that?
It was dope.
Who got that?
Anthony, my cousin.
So it was a
best friend.
dude?
Yeah, it was guys and girls.
Hold on.
that's soft.
It was a dude sipping paint?
Yeah.
And no, it was my cousin.
Let's try
Aaron.
it. Is your cousin a dude or a girl?
No, she's a girl.
Okay. That's what I
But it was unisex, the party.
No,
at the
no.
Sip and Paint.
It's not a
Sip-
party if you sipping and painting.
It was.
That's gay.
It was. Shut up.
I ain't never sipped in my life.
And paint, nigga, that's... I need blue.
It was really
How you make
smoking
this
paint,
blue
'cause it was so
lighter?
smoky in that place.
Smoking paint.
Yeah, it was smoking paint. Yeah.
What if you can't paint? You did-
Oh, they have an instructor and they teach as you go. And then
Was
my
somebody
family-
naked?
No.
It ain't that. Oh, I thought it was one where somebody
When
be
you,
naked.
They you pick a picture and then they have an instructor and she walks you through it.
what?
And
Have a
everybody
what?
she walks you through it.
No, what? They have a what?
Instructor.
That ain't what you said.
What did I say? You a
He
lie.
said Pikachu. That's what I
I
heard.
just said Pikachu. I hate you.
So you sipping and painting.
Yeah,
So
well,
where's your
smoking.
painting?
Where'd you paint?
I have the picture.
And we know Nikki Pam's an artist.
Send it
y'all.
to Nick. Well,
I will send it to Nick.
Can we get a painting for the studio, Nikki Pam?
Pam, let me see you.
In my picture, that's what I did.
Yeah, she's a real artist, y'all.
Oh,
she actually
shit.
painted. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't
Thank
get it
you.
twisted. Nikki
You
Pam-
really did that?
Yes,
Pam?
I did.
I don't fucking believe that
I'm
shit.
She has
sending
her
it to
painting.
Nick right
I
now.
don't believe it.
She has her paintings hanging up in her house.
I ain't,
Yes, I
I ain't
do.
been in Pam's house. I don't know shit.
Wow, really?
That was
What kind of best friend are you? This nigga act like he don't know me
Take
now.
the best off. Say rest friend. You really do that, Pam?
Yes.
Fuck out of here.
Speedy. I
Pam
think.
could draw. I mean, paint. Is it paint or draw?
paint, Speedy. Sip,
You got a lot of
paint,
time
and
on your
smoke.
hand. God damn. God damn, I thought.
No, it was
I
no
thought-
watercolor.
I thought Nick locked the door. Nigga, this nigga got in. Fuck! Nick, you supposed to lock the door.
I know these new people and
I
shit.
did befriend him.
What's up, Anthony?
did.
Wanza.
Don't nobody, we never call him Anthony.
What do we call him?
Wanzer.
Wanzer.
That's his name, nigga, Wanzer. When he first came, I kept going, Anthony. I said, what's your last
That's his
name?
government
That nigga said Wanzer. I said, there it is, nigga. You are Wanzer from this point on.
So your comedian name is what? Just Wanzer?
It's my whole
It should be.
You
No,
do
it should
Anthony
be.
Wanzer?
It should be A Wanzer.
Yeah,
I gotta-
A Wanzer's
I
good.
Wanzer.
gotta make my whole family famous.
No. Yeah. Shout out to your dad.
You should just go with Wanzer.
Yeah, Wanzer, because nobody's named Wanzer.
And it makes people wonder, like, what the hell? Wanzer, who is this guy?
Fuck is a
You
Wanzer.
could be a German. You could be anything, nigga.
It could be a German.
Could be from the
It could be
Holocaust.
pants, you know, a pair of Wanzers. Like, you don't
Pair
know
of
what it is, you know?
And else we got.
Anthony Wanzer.
Did
Nigga, we
give you
just
the
Just
told
look
you
at this
what
whole
the fuck
10-minute
Like,
speech.
I know,
nigga.
right?
Shit.
It
Try it
just went
again.
right over his head.
I gotta use the name.
Let's try it again,
y'all
nigga.
chose.
Try
Yes,
it again.
we
So
did.
your dad wasn't shit, gave you the name and shit. So or in house we got.
Actually, that's not my dad's name.
Nigga, if you god damn.
Yeah.
You ain't you see your mom,
Nah,
so
nigga, you
that's
not gonna-
promoting even better. That's your
You're not
granddad.
gonna talk about my daddy.
No,
though.
we promote your
Okay,
granddad who you love the most. So that's even better.
Yeah.
So let's try it again. In house we got.
Wanzer.
There you
No,
go.
we said A Wanzer. Isn't that what you said?
That's dope. A Wanzer.
A
is dope.
Wanzer's dope. A
A
Wanzer.
Wanzer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's how you accent the A, not
yeah,
A Wanzer. but
yeah.
How you accent the A?
You have to put the period so they understand it's
A.
A Wanzer.
Pert Wanzer.
So when you walk, but that gives you more clout, and when because some clubs they go by the names of who they bring on. So they see A Wanzer, they're gonna think you're white.
That's true.
Yeah, and you right, you get to go up.
I tricked you.
Yeah, so let's try it again.
That
See if
is
you
true.
Get this shit right.
Oh, your
Otherwise,
belly knocked this thing out.
That's what she said.
Pam, I'm telling you now. Let's say your last week. You might as well get it all out. In house we got.
A Wanzer.
All
There you go,
right.
nigga.
Real good.
That was horrible.
Yeah, I didn't like
Horrible.
it. I wasn't feeling it.
You really want
You didn't like it, neither did Morris. So, you had a good time, Pam?
I did.
Yeah, you did. So, Sam, all right, do we put it up, Nick? Pam went to Sip and Paint. And your-
Smoke.
So you didn't
Wait,
win?
did you send it to me?
No, I
Sip
didn't.
and paint.
I emailed it to you.
You didn't send? You didn't make
No,
With this?
Anthony. No, actually, his was way better. When I tell you, his was perfection. Like his son was perfect.
No,
and-
your moon is fire.
Oh,
And you could tell the depth in
yeah,
the
I mean,
in the
that's what I'm saying,
painting.
nigga,
It
when
sounds
I
like
tell
a
you-
punk conversation.
Oh wow.
The moon.
Look, Pam painted this. Look,
stars.
look.
Oh, that is a nice moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it
Yeah,
up on
actually.
my wall. and
I thought
Take
that-
that back.
I didn't know you did that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Nigga, mine don't look like that.
Wow.
Have you been to a sip and paint before?
Do I look like a nigga that's been to a sip and paint?
No, that's
No, I have painting. I have paints and all that stuff in my house, and I have a board. I have a
I
canvas board.
actually have one of my dad's paintings hanging from my house.
Yeah, I can.
Really?
Oh, you used to paint?
I mean,
I've never.
Pam,
seen
I can
anything.
paint.
I don't- I don't
I've
I'm
never
not
seen
that
it.
good. I'm
As a
good, but I
painter.
ain't that good, nigga. All this would have blended in. That's pretty good though, Pam. How long it take you?
It took us probably
No,
about
you,
hour and a
nigga.
half.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean, because you got a whole bunch of people there. It's probably about 30, 35 people there. And, everybody talking. And then Marla had drinks and,
Sipping.
snacks.
Would you been to sip and paint before?
Nah, never. Never been to
Been
a
there-
sip
yeah,
and paint.
you wasn't never invited. Nobody invited.
You know what?
You don't have any
No.
friends?
No. No, now that I think about it.
much,
Now that I think about it.
Outside of me, it's like
y'all
two
always
other
together.
guys. That's-
I'm not going with Speedy. Go to sip and paint. No,
Who
nigga,
is
I
it?
don't.
Me and you, nigga. We
Yeah,
gonna
me and you.
me, you, and a naked dude.
Right.
Hilarious.
so what is this painting of, Nikki Pam? It's on the screen right now for the people.
Pam can go.
On my Insta, at night over the water.
Any particular place?
I mean, no.
So when you got the canvas, you started thinking, and that's
No,
what you went with first.
my cousin picked that up since it was men and women, so she picked out a neutral one. If you could see behind
Hey,
that,
Nick.
all those on the wall,
Mm-hmm.
those were stuff that you can paint. But she picked out a gender neutral painting for us to all paint. So
Hear them.
You can't hear yourself.
Right.
No, he's saying his mic's.
Yeah, it's really, really, really. There.
you don't have much to say.
It was really. I have a lot to say today.
Is that better?
So a little bit. Can I get a little? They're so loud. They're.
I
loud
told
as
him
fuck.
that.
Hey,
All right, there we go.
We like
Perfect,
hearing
perfect.
ourselves.
That was.
Yeah, I told
there
him
we
that
go.
earlier.
That's how we
Yeah,
like
we
to
just-
roll.
There we
yeah,
go.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't right if I can't hear
It's
me.
like I was talking in my head.
Yeah, it ain't much in there. Anyway,
Exactly.
so Saturday sipping pain, you get done, and what places you take? Like second, third?
No, I didn't win. Like out of 30 people, they didn't even place.
Oh,
But
it's a
we said-
contest.
Man,
Yeah,
that's
it was
pretty good
like
too, man.
well, my cousin chose. The birthday girl chose.
I like the lighter blue you did around the moon, and then you went darker than the stars.
Yeah, it was
pretty good.
fun. I love painting. It's a very relaxing thing. You know?
Are you naked? when you do?
No, nobody wants to see that.
Well,
Trust and believe.
hey, can you cover up?
Right.
It's
Messing
naked
my
in paint.
vibe up.
I know.
Ma'am, what are you doing?
Miss Lady, as you put it to the side. Hey, Nick,
doing?
I've said this before, or I said it about another show, but Accused
Oh yeah, I
might
told
be
you.
one of the
Oh,
best
Fox?
shows
I
I've ever
told you
Is that
seen.
the one on Fox?
Pam,
Then
I
oh
never said
no,
that.
hold on. You don't get to take credit for this one. I sat here and told you. I said, Pop,
that
I
motherfucker.
found the show.
Pam, I ain't never got watery eyed on no TV show.
On the first one, the
The second one.
Oh, with the kid, the deaf kid?
Nigga.
Yeah.
A TV
yeah.
show made you
Really?
cry?
So
Yeah, they get
wow,
you.
that's crazy.
the writers on this show,
That's crazy.
they literally take you
Wow.
one way, what you think's about to happen,
Yep.
then
And
they come back the other way on the
come
end,
back.
and you like, oh. So y'all, first one,
Is that before the Jamie show, or is it's the same night?
it's
though?
on Fox.
It's the same. I thought it was the same night.
They
Maybe
right
not.
now have maybe the top
Alert and
3
Accused,
shows.
I think.
Alert, no,
Alert is really good.
911.
Oh.
Lone Star.
Yeah.
Is their moneymaker,
Yeah.
and this Accused. Oh man. Oh, they
I tried to
kill it.
tell you, Accused is it's a really listen,
Oh, my
the
God, they
the
killed
first
that shit.
episode.
I'd have killed that little nigga.
See, this the thing though, Pops. This the thing.
But
though.
the twist was
They played on every human emotion.
Yes.
So they played on that part. Like
Yeah.
I'm watching it, going, okay. I wonder what you would think watching this, right? Like, could you kill your son if you knew
What?
your son was a bad seed? Like, the mom makes excuse
That's
for
a
the
good
kid all the time,
question.
right? The
which
mom
is
makes
what
excuses.
moms do.
Yeah.
That's because
The
my
coldest
sister's
part
doing
of
the same thing.
Right. The coldest part of the whole
Mm.
show was the dad went back and watched all the video footage
Yeah.
of the kid growing up.
And he was.
And it was all these little moments where normally a kid would have some kind of empathy, or
He was
this dude
cold-blooded.
This
That
dude was
motherfucker,
killing
he had a-
birds.
he had a pigeon in the box, and he opened the box. Said, "Close the box."
He said, "That's my prisoner."
Nigga,
Oh,
that
wow.
bird in there like this.
But
is
as a
bullshit.
mom, he's a he's a kid.
But she thought
He's a
no.
And they
That-
no,
that's
Pam, no. Every mom thinks it's somebody else. Like one of her complaints was, like my sister. One of the complaints was, nobody like school likes him. Everybody hates him. They're always hating on my son. And this nigga wrote a letter to the bitch. I'm gonna kill you,
Right.
throw acid in your face, and hope you die.
You know, moms never do accept the fact that their kid is the problem.
And that's what they played. That's what they played
And
on.
they-
That's what made it so good.
They
you know?
ran that motherfucker.
And then the dad, though, the limit is, if I know my seed is bad, right?
What
I
do I-
know he gonna do something.
I need
What
it.
do I do? So the dad.
'Cause either
was
way, you gonna be in
But
trouble.
how old did the kid get before?
He's in
it's
high
the-
school,
He in high school.
Oh, they-
16. So the
what's-
dad's gonna kill him.
But here was the coldest part in the writing.
So hold on, he take him on a trip to kill him.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay.
Crazy.
Just those two.
So here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. They're going around a mountain edge. I don't know why.
They white.
I
I thought the same thing. But I said they
No
white.
fucking
That
way.
makes sense. They
Nick,
white.
as soon as you said, "Dad, we going this way," no, I'm not.
Yeah.
You finna push
You
me.
can't kill a black kid like
You,
this.
you don't like me.
Nigga, and the dad is like, he about to go on and go because it's about this much room to walk. Why they on? I don't know. It should have been like, I don't know why. Even if that's real, I would at least built a rope or rail so you could hold on to, so you're walking around because it was only.
But he
this
had
much
said they
room.
went. They did that when they were kids.
Yeah, and he said,
They explained that the dad
That's how
had
he
been
got
there.
him out
The
there.
dad had been there many a times.
Yeah.
Like this was
Okay.
his normal.
and
thing.
and the last time the kid went, he said, "Yeah, that's when I was gonna push whatever his brother's name off the cliff."
Right.
And the dad looked at him like with the
You got
stone
the link?
face.
Send me the link.
The link to what?
Yeah, to the show.
Hang on.
Oh,
Nick, he's getting
somebody
distracted.
said-
Anyway, so the coldest line in the script, the son goes. Now he's never connected with his dad. Every time they talk, anyway, nigga, fuck you, whatever that they like.
So they
the-
hate each other growing up.
Well, not they hate each other. The kid hates the dad, hates everybody. So no matter what the
Even his
dad
mom?
do, yeah, even no matter what the mom what they do, it's like you probably wanted to do that. So at this moment, he's trying to reach his son, and he goes, "Hey man, you know, I'm telling you because they checked him into another school. I don't want to go to that school." The dad's like, "What you want to do?" Well, because he had told him earlier, "I want you to invest into my friend Bitcoin shit." So the dad, because he was trying to be his friend, he said, "All right, we'll talk about it." So they talk about it. He goes, "I don't need you to do that." He said, I want to go to Europe with my friends so I can think about what I want to do in life. And when I come back, I'll do therapy, because he wouldn't do therapy. On the nose, he's like, man, fuck that shit. So as a dad, and now he's connected with his son. The son's like, yeah,
But he's playing him the whole time.
I don't know that. This motherfucker was killing it.
Okay.
Great writing.
And he said,
Incredible.
and the dad went, they do the hug. They do, when they get home, they do a hug. And the mom was like, what the fuck is going on? All right, Dad. You want me to help you? No, I got to take everything out the car. She goes, tell me what happened. Tell you upstairs. Shit, fantastic. This nigga at work, get a call. Hey, no, he not at work. He watching TV, and he's telling his buddy how great the trip was.
Wasn't that the coldest way to show what happened, though?
Man, he watching TV.
The dad trying to brag about him and his son finally connecting. And then they see on TV a mass shooting at a high school.
At the high school, that's new high school
So
that he's
he
at.
already know.
Oh wow.
Yes,
As
yes.
soon as the
sir.
dad see it, he like,
But
Like, I knew
another
it.
twist was, the kid said, so the police there go, your son want to talk to you. Hey, Dad. Yeah, how you doing? Well, I know you really didn't want to help me. You just gave me the money, so because you knew what I was gonna do with it. You knew I wasn't going on no fucking trip.
so the kid went and bought $10,000 worth of guns.
Yeah, he gave him 10 racks.
And bulletproof vests. No, he didn't. The dad didn't know. The dad thought it was for him to take this trip.
Yeah. And he
Get
said,
his
When you
mind
get in the
right.
cash, why wouldn't you just book the ticket yourself? I'm just saying.
Yeah, white
we didn't get
dad.
that far. We didn't get that
White
far.
folks.
But,
That's the
but,
kid.
but he's so happy that the
Right.
son even had that talk, because he's going to push him off the cliff. Nigga, he was gone. He reached out, nigga, when they on the cliff, he reached out to grab the backpack, and he changed his mind. But he was going off.
So what happened in the end? I mean, did he kill him?
So
The kid shoots the school up.
wait, shoots his friend.
Oh
Shoots
no.
it. He shot his friend.
Yeah.
Paralyzed his homie, the one that planned it with him.
And put that
Shot
motherfucker
the
in-
kids in the school. Because remember, they was wheeling people out as the dad pulls up. This kid's coming out of school, shot up. Then he gets his dad on the phone. At the end of the conversation, he lets his dad hear it, though. He turns the gun on himself and shoots himself.
But he says,
Oh,
because
wow.
of you is the reason why these people are dead.
Right, he tells his dad, you should have killed me.
Yeah.
Like, you knew I was. You
He
knew
said
what
it.
I was. You should have killed me.
Okay,
And
so
then the
could you
mom
kill your-
said,
So
hold
that's what
on.
I wanted to ask, right?
Then at the end, the mom goes, when she was looking at it, she said, you took him up there to kill him, huh? And he just looked at her and he went, she said, you should have killed him. I said, oh,
That's when I said it's a good show. I said, this is a great show right here. The mom knew, was like, yo, you should have just killed him.
should have just,
Then why she didn't do it though? That's
but
not
it put a stain on the family, because when they go to court, the charges were
I gotta see
dropped,
this.
right?
Yeah, the charges got dropped. Yeah.
He killed his kid?
He should have.
He should.
Had he
no,
killed the
no,
kid,
but that's the question.
would you have killed your
That's the
your
question.
son?
kill your
You got
kid?
2 kids.
If you know,
Nah, go ahead and terrorize the world.
right? That's
You couldn't
the
do it.
Go ahead
Huh?
and terrorize them.
right. That's
But
the
and in
dilemma.
the end,
Go
it's
get
gonna
him,
come back
son.
on you.
Yeah,
Anything
and
he
they did.
does, if you know this, you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna.
I mean, I don't know what he's gonna do. I just
No,
know the
what do
nigga
you
ain't
know?
right.
You
It's
know.
your
But you
kid.
gave-
It's your kid, bro.
And the
You
thing
know.
was, they recorded that call. So
Right.
the thing is, the kid is saying, yeah, Dad, because of you is why all these people are dead. You gave me the money so I can go buy it. And they start showing all the gun. That motherfucker put that shit in his mouth. Bye-bye.
The dad?
no,
Damn.
the kid
Kid.
Oh, the kid. Damn.
on the
Said you
phone with
shoulda
the dad.
killed.
Yeah. So what would you do? Like, could you?
I got 70. It's 80
No,
now.
you remember the white dude that killed the white girl in Utah, and then he went back down to Texas or California?
Oh yeah. No, Florida. He
Florida.
went to Florida.
Okay, and the parents knew he killed the girl. Remember?
Yeah, because they
And
covered it up.
They covered it up, and then they drove him to the woods to kill himself.
Oh
Yeah, remember?
And
And
then
then they
that-
couldn't find him for a while.
Well, the FBI, nobody could find him. How come the dad finds him when they take him on
Right.
a
The
hunt
fuck,
with
because
him?
he knew where he.
Yeah,
'cause
he
they
knew where he was.
They knew he had dropped
but,
him off.
But my point is, he didn't tell on him.
Right.
He's like, they're gonna catch him, but
Verse
I'm not
trying
gonna
to
help
call
you.
in. You guys,
You know, like
guys got the phones up?
they're
But
gonna
yeah,
catch
but
him,
that's-
so you don't have to help him.
No. But that's after the fact, right? Like, I'm not a cop, so I'm not gonna do no law enforcement job. Nigga, I'm not a police officer. I'm not gonna get
but I
paid
think
for
the
it.
thing, like
But
you
I'm talking
answered,
about before.
I think you answered it really fast. You got to remember, so they thought he killed one of the dogs, but the dog, this Dirty wrote the shit out there. So the dog is gone. The lady in the put around the dog signs everywhere, and he comes home, and the dad looks at the son, and he goes, "What? You think I choked the dog out? You think I poisoned that dog? I did."
No, he said, "What if I did?"
No, he said I did.
No, he said, "What if I did?"
I thought yeah,
Nah, he said,
Two
"What if I
different
did?"
versions.
So
He said,
what?
"No," he said, "What if I
But
did?" Yeah.
so when he is I think when he goes to, when does he find out that the dog wasn't dead?
After the fact.
Oh yeah, my mom calls and goes, they found Carol's dog. So he didn't kill the dog.
Oh, he didn't.
So then, as a parent, you're thinking, okay,
Yeah, maybe
there's
he's
a
not that
redeeming.
bad.
Yeah, there's a redeeming
right.
quality.
I'll tell you one
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
though, that nigga wouldn't be in my house. He sounds really crazy. You don't
Okay,
know
but
what
you
he
didn't
where
answer the
you-
question. Could you kill one of your 10 kids? Just wondering.
Why do you have 8, Pam? What the
I don't know.
fuck?
I just.
So if you knew, like if you knew
A
this
bad
dude,
seed. And they showed it. They showed him as a kid. He was holding the ball. The mom said, roll the ball. He was like, no. And the older brother said, what's wrong with him? I think he's broke.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
No?
Could you, Speedy, you answer the question?
The most I'll do is I'll tell the
got
police when they
replacements?
warm or cold. which includes.
would you have him committed?
I would.
Well, that's what they were going to do. And then they did it. And he got out and still, because they're going to come back to the house. And then the mom had, I don't know.
You still ain't gonna answer the question. I'm
damn.
You
just-
sure haven't.
I'm just-
You sure haven't.
You gotta pick-
And Nick does quote the Bible a lot.
Yeah. So look, according to the scriptures, you got to kill your
See?
kid.
You see?
You got to kill your
See?
kid.
You see? Did you hear that?
You know what the scriptures say? It say if your son do something, break one of the commandments, they say that for the parents to do this. This is the coldest part. For the parents to drag your son in the middle of the community and stone him to death.
Well, because at the end of the day, in God's eyes, all the commandments are the same, so it doesn't matter.
Right. He don't care about your kid like that.
Yeah.
He don't care about your
Here-
kid like you do.
Here's the thing. And it's hindsight because he shot those kids and his friend. And that's why the mom was like, you should have killed him.
Okay,
And real quick, Nick. Are you gonna do what the Bible says or what the judge says? Because you can't quote that verse to the judge.
Well, no,
The Bible say
Hold on.
drag him to the street.
Right.
Nigga, you going to jail.
Right. The correction on that, Wanzer, this is when black people was governing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is when we ruled the land. This was our police system. So that's instead of us having a police system like we do today, that's how we would police our own community.
Right.
Which was you were responsible for your own kids. Like you don't need to call somebody to come get your
I
kids.
still
you know?
think we were responsible for him. Like my nephew, I'm responsible for him. I just, in that situation, would I have pushed him off that goddamn cliff?
If it was a nephew, you would have. Not your seed, somebody else's seed.
How do I? Well, it was easy to explain. He slipped.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I
mean,
think he took
there's
him
no
on
proof.
the.
He got dragged. You could have grabbed him.
It was a pretty thin edge.
Here's the thing. though. If I push you and you grab me, I'm like, this is the bullshit, and I got to land on you to live.
Nick,
Pam?
I was gonna say, yeah, I was going to Nick.
Pam?
I don't know, like
He a bad seed.
from what y'all saying,
Killing people.
Yeah.
You got to sleep
Well,
with a knife
well-
under your pillow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a journal. You know, they always, I don't know what it is about.
Yeah, people
crazy
like
people.
to
They
write
got a
down their
journal.
shit, their thoughts, and formulate.
He had
shit.
all kind of shit in that. Who he was
I would
gonna
like
kill.
to say yes, just because I know in the end it's my ass too. You know?
Or he might kill you.
Yeah, right,
I
right.
think you should kill any kid that keeps a journal. Period. Fuck you writing down fucking secrets in that book. Nigga writing all kinds of shit.
It's a love you book. Hell, you dead today.
I hate my daddy. I should kill him.
What about you, Nick?
The good book.
That's tough, man.
I know.
Oh, now it's
right?
tough.
That's
Why,
tough.
why is it so tough?
It was a good book a minute ago.
Yeah, the good book that already gave you
Yeah.
the
I was-
instructions.
When it's our turn, it's a good book.
Got the
No, I'm gonna
instructions.
tell you why. Because the kid hadn't done anything actually wrong.
But he did. He
mean,
didn't
no.
do. Well, you're right. He didn't do anything wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Like when
he
you,
just
He didn't shoot up the place. I mean,
no,
but-
Nicky Pam, like he didn't do anything wrong. It was just a bunch of red flags.
yeah. He did kill the bird.
So-
he did kill the bird.
No, he found the bird. Remember, he found the bird. He just put the bird in the box and said it was his prisoner.
Well, I don't know
Okay,
that as
that's
a
a
parent.
So
That's
all
a
the
little
things,
off.
right? All the things they showed were just little things. So he was just a little off, but he didn't actually do it. Even with the animals, like he didn't kill the dog. And usually that's
and they all thought he
Dizzle.
did.
and that's a red flag for usually they say
Usually,
serial killers
yes.
is they kill little animals.
Yeah.
But he
Kittens.
didn't kill the bird. He didn't
No.
kill the dog. He didn't. So you
But
look
then,
and
too,
going
Nick, that's great writing.
But
That's what I'm saying.
Because it led you to think,
Like
okay,
he-
these are
right.
all the signals.
right, but he didn't actually do any of these
And
things.
he wrote the shit in the journal
Well,
that the one
did you guys
bitch.
watch Dahmer? It's the same thing. Dahmer was doing. Remember, his father had taught him how to.
Yeah,
be
but he
a
was
tax-
eating niggas.
Yeah, but
Put them
again,
in
the
chemicals.
the father took him to, the woods, and to become a taxidermy or whatever, and to learn how to do it. And then so that's when he started, killing and.
So it's the daddy's fault.
Yeah.
basically.
Hmm.
Yeah, we banged it.
Good,
Banged
good,
it.
good series. And the second one, oh my God, nigga.
The second episode.
I ain't
Yeah.
never got teary eyed watching a TV show.
The deaf baby, nigga, that a tearjerker, nigga.
God, Pam,
Baby can't hear you.
you gonna cry, Pam?
Wait,
Really?
all right,
What
let's-
channel is it on?
Wait, let's save this.
Fox.
Let's
On
save
Fox.
the deaf
It's on
baby
Fox.
for Wednesday.
Man,
Let's save that for Wednesday.
Pam
Everybody
can
got a
watch it.
chance to watch
I'll
it.
watch it by then.
Nigga.
Fox made you cry.
Nick, I said, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I
you
wanted
go
to
like
call Nick, but he on that. Yeah, I did the.
It's good.
Nigga lean back. Ah,
I'm gonna go get something to drink.
nigga, they
Accused, man. Make sure y'all watch it.
is really good.
You know what? I just
Their number
wa-
one show is what you call Jamie show.
Alert.
Is it? Okay, I haven't seen that yet.
It's really
Good.
good.
Check it out.
It's good.
Yeah, Alert's pretty good. Even the old boy looks super old.
Yeah,
He got old
He
fast.
white.
The white
He
dude.
James Conn.
I feel like he just
Oh.
did Hawaii 5-0, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
He did.
yeah.
They did 6 years of that.
He didn't look that old on Hawaii.
The other
5-0.
guy's not working.
The son beat him up.
Yeah.
He's
And
on
you so
Hawaii.
you know again we're gonna talk about it on Wednesday. The mom on the second one, Nick, is the girl from Blacklist, the detective from Blacklist. She was
Yeah, she has some little credits.
yeah, but she hasn't done anything since Blacklist except for that.
Well, she got interviewed on I think on the Sherry Show, and they she had some stuff other stuff that she was in.
That's good. That's good.
Some writing just makes me mad. You ever be at home watching the dialogue and it just pisses you off? I was
Yeah,
I was
I was
watching
watching something.
I watched a movie yesterday.
It's on Fox Seymour.
I was watching a movie yesterday that one with Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy and Neil Long.
Yeah, I was watching. I watched. It
I
a little
watched
bit.
it. You
We're gonna
picked
talk. We'll talk about it on Wednesday, but
I have an opinion now.
yeah, but I want to say because I want to finish. You watched the whole thing.
Yeah. I fell
liked it.
asleep
I
at the
thought it
very
was funny.
beginning.
I thought it
Well,
was funny.
Only thing I'm gonna say, I
a
wish
comedy.
they would have stretched out how long they were dating before he married. He married her probably
Right.
What
2
was
weeks
a couple
after
of months?
meeting her.
No, it was like 3 months or something.
They
It was
tried to
something
make
real
it look
short.
like. Shout out to what's his name? Ken from Black.
Oh,
Kenya
Kenya
Barris.
Barris.
Kenya Barris. Is
Wasn't that the
writer.
dude that when we were riding
Blackish. Yeah.
bikes one day?
Yeah, and he was in the Porsche.
Blackish dude.
Yeah, he lives in that area. He lives right up the street from there.
He got to because he was following us in his car.
Yeah.
Who is this nigga in the Audi following us?
It's a trip about him because he has no personality
Hilarious.
whatsoever. I saw him interviewed on one of the shows, one of my morning shows, and I was like, he whispers when he talks. He's like real.
But he
He don't have no personality.
when he in front of that camera, he do
Yeah.
nigga shit. It's nigga all through the goddamn.
He
movie.
seemed like a regular dude when we met him.
Yeah. Well, I met him. He was supposed to be the producer of Jamie's show. That's embarrassing me. And then at the last minute, he decided not to do it. And then he did his show.
I can't wait till I get those kind of white privilege opportunities where I decide not to do something. Shit.
Well, you almost decided not to come here.
Yeah, almost.
Anyway,
I don't think
why
I'm
are you
gonna do
late
that
to a
project.
1 o'clock show?
I had to stop by Burger King.
You didn't have
There
to.
was a line.
He eat more junk food than anybody ever met, nigga.
I know you're gonna have a heart attack.
This
You
iced
have
tea
to
with
chill
no
out.
sugar.
Yeah, right. I don't
Because
believe
you got sugar in you, nigga. You don't need to
That's
add.
funny. Tap into your own sugar.
Tap into your own supply.
I swear to God, when I eat fast food right now, when I tell you I feel it.
Pam, we
within
don't need
15,
we don't
10
need to know about.
I'm not going into nothing nasty. But I'm just saying.
You
I
just saying
cannot eat
15
fast-
minutes you in the bathroom.
Well, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say it affects me. I can't do it. I can't like eat a burger from. But the only
Affects you
thing I
how?
can't eat is In-N-Out though. I can eat In-N-Out.
Yeah,
but
In-N-Out be
it doesn't
slapping.
jack me up, but everything else,
Run right through
I
you.
feel
huh?
it.
You feel it. Your toilet feels
body
Not your
be like,
girlfriend. Can I use the bathroom to shit? No.
No.
I don't think no dude should ever shit at a woman's house. Nah. Nigga, I wait. I don't know your house like that.
There's a Walmart up the street.
Get all this smoke.
I point him to industrial pipes. There's a McDonald's. You need the kind of toilet that flushes twice on its own.
Do we have a caller?
No, I don't see anybody calling.
Somebody said we have a caller.
I know Vern said he was trying to
Yeah,
call.
and Seymour.
Oh,
Hey, Seymour.
what number are you guys calling?
They don't know.
Yeah, y'all can't just call.
So,
y'all just call a number, nigga.
Started off
I'll put the number on the screen, yo.
the show with young man that was
Tyree Nichols.
Yes, sad. Again,
Oh, man, that was
seemed
terrible.
like we keep going through this shit. Like,
gotta
how do
pass
we
legislation.
keep going through this shit? And then we got some insight, but
You
I don't,
can't-
know, I don't know if we want to say that.
You can't legislate emotions.
No, you can let's say
No.
how
I'm sick.
the actual human being should be treated on a
Yeah.
fucking
You can't
traffic, it's a
That's not-
traffic stop.
But what I'm saying is you're sending human beings out to do a job who are emotional. You can't legislate emotions.
No,
They're
they
getting
were
worked up
evil.
on the spot. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, but
legislate,
what are you worked up
you can't
about?
legislate evil.
It's a
It's
traffic
a traffic
stop.
stop. And Nick, you had the point earlier. What'd you say? You said that they shouldn't even be.
Yeah, I don't think that armed police officers need to be doing traffic stops.
I
It's
agree.
not a felony.
That's where it all stems from, right there.
Yeah,
Too.
it's not a felony. It's not a. I'm not doing a criminal act. It's a traffic
I'm
violation.
driving without a license.
But they killed him with their bare hands.
No,
Yeah.
no. But what I'm saying is right.
all the other ones.
These guys are a part of a task force.
Yeah.
This ain't got nothing to do with drugs. This ain't got nothing.
Why are
So
they
why
doing
would
a
they
traffic
stop
Lights
stop?
are out,
Yeah.
so we
Right.
got to pull them
Why
over.
are you even talking?
And
to
they
They
said
somebody?
were a
it was-
rogue task force, basically.
Like, why are you even
They-
talking?
and they
to me
should-
about
It was like
this?
training day.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Here's my
much.
thing. I'm gonna say understand. I don't understand nobody being killed, but if it's a drug lord, you guys are chasing them down and shots are
treating them
fired. That's
better.
something different.
But they treat them better than they
but
did
it's a
these black men
traffic.
out here.
Most of the ones who were killed were in a traffic stop. They were being pulled. The one dude that ran from the cop and they shot him. It's
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
something
yeah, yeah,
about
at
them
Wendy's.
being embarrassed is what it
It's
is.
not.
think it was
You
at
know what it
Wendy's or
is? For one, I think it's a type of people who become police officers. 'Cause
Most
when
the
you
ones who
see
were
the-
wasn't shit in high school.
I don't even think it's that. When you see the camera get turned on them, they almost respond like children.
Yes.
Which scares me because I'm
Yeah.
like, what kind of person? Like, the way you respond is how a child would respond.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to look at these people as somebody who can make good decisions,
You got a gun.
who can rationalize it. But
Yeah.
we don't see any evidence of this. The type of
At least
people
not
who
around
become,
us.
No,
Right.
we don't have to say that. There's
I
no
will.
there's no proof of this nowhere. Like, they don't act rational about it. They pepper spray everybody for anything.
Mm-hmm.
You pull out your baton, and it's almost like you're forgetting these are human beings.
Well, I
So
think
what? I don't do what you told me to do. So what?
they lean on. Well, I can always say I was
there we go.
fear for my life.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, the type of people that
Shouldn't have that job.
We have a call?
I don't believe in the police force in general, to be honest with you. So
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I was going to say it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm Dana calling from my kitchen.
Hey, Dana.
Hey, Dana, what
From
you
the
making
kitchen?
me?
Sound like you.
Hey,
eating.
what's the word, Danny?
what?
How you feeling?
Nothing. I'm great. Who is this?
Who is this?
Yahuda.
Oh, wow, Nick, you almost sound cute. Hey.
Oh,
But
Almost.
I didn't know. I didn't pick up on your voice. I was like, I don't know who that is. We must got a guest in here. But no, the TV show you guys are talking about sounds so good.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you gotta
Accused.
check it out. It's really good.
Got
The
it.
Accused?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that.
We're gonna talk
tonight.
about it
I'ma
on
watch
Wednesday.
that
Don't
tonight.
forget.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody.
Okay,
watch it
and
with
I
me.
did watch You People too, but you guys aren't talking
No,
about.
we're gonna talk
You.
about that
Yeah,
on
we-
Wednesday too.
Yeah.
With Eddie
Oh,
Murphy.
okay. Cool.
So, what do
have
you
you
think
guys
about the
touched
Tyree
the,
Nichols thing? What do you think about the Tyree Nichols thing?
I know. I was just about to. I haven't watched the video. I just came back from
What?
San Diego yesterday. No, Saturday. I'm not watching that. I'm traumatized enough. I can't do it. I can't watch any more black men being brutalized by black men. I'm not going to.
And a lot of people don't know he
But,
yelled out his mom's name 3 times.
I think
I
that's-
heard and know a lot. Everybody knows the Speedy. I think that's what brought it attention. 'cause
and
black
it was close to
black
her-
people,
her
black
home.
social media got
Yeah.
on it, and then everybody else got on it.
He was in his neighborhood. He was almost home. I think they said he was
He
80
was
yards from his house.
He was 3 houses from his own house.
Right.
Where's
No,
the
what
number
I
two
think,
show?
my opinion on it. Oh, sorry.
No,
No,
go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
No, we're saying
No,
go ahead.
no,
Good talk.
you, Dana. It's on you. You the call.
Oh, okay. I can hear Pam, so I didn't want to cut her off. But no, my
Yeah, cut Pam
opinion
off.
on it is, it's crazy that 30 years later we see a Rodney King revisited, but with black people.
But it hasn't. It has never changed. If you go back
But
to
I
a
know,
Marvin Gaye song,
but there's so many different parallels with all this happening, and then the bone crusher to all of this is that this person, Tyree Nichols and Breonna Taylor, shared the exact same birthday and year.
I saw
I'm a numbers
that this
person.
morning. Yeah. That's
So I'm
sad.
just like, okay. So I mean, they're gonna get what they deserve. My thing is, you guys are talking about the accused thing and killing your own child, and you guys know I don't have any children. But like the officers, I don't even want them to suffer. Like, take them in the back, pull out that Glock, let them know, and put them on their knees, hands behind their back, and just shoot them in the head.
God damn.
Damn, for your own kid?
Film it and send it to their family. I don't give a
Talking
fuck.
about the cops.
Oh, the cops.
Oh,
Okay, I was like, I
shit.
thought we were talking
Yeah,
about the
I'm talking about the
accused. I
cops.
said,
I'm
God
just
damn.
like, whatever is most
there you go.
painful, whatever is more expedient, like, just take out that justice, because you did this because you could, because you
Yeah.
thought it was okay, that you thought you were going to get away with it, and then you're high-fiving and look at those haymakers and all of that different stuff. No, you deserve this.
Thank you, Dave. I want to get this. Thank
And
you,
then
Dana.
if you watch
Thank
the
you, Dana.
video, there were when they first stopped him, there was a white cop, and everybody was pissed because they were saying, well, they got the 5, but how come the white cop? He was the first one to shoot the taser or whatever, and so they did arrest him this morning. He did get charged this morning.
Yeah, they just put his face
So
up.
they
Yeah.
put all the black dudes on it.
Yeah,
so,
they-
so for those who don't know, the body cam was supposed to be put on police to keep that from happening, because they go, okay, because when they go into
Clearly
do the
there's-
report, they write something totally different what happened, and that's exactly what they did on this one.
And they told the parents something totally different too.
So they wrote something totally different that happened on the camera, because their thing is like, okay, the guy taking the camera thing works for us.
Right.
You turn the camera thing into whoever's at the station, and then you give your report, which is supposed to match what I see on camera. But it doesn't match. But you go, okay, y'all ain't gonna put that out, right? Nah, we got you.
It did, like, I agree. I see what you wrote, DJ Reese, and so it did feel personal. If you did watch the video, it is very personal. It's not just okay, black man hunting down a black
Which was
man.
crazy,
it was
man.
just like he pulls them over and then get out the car. It's like, wait, no license and registration,
Nothing.
like nothing. Like, it's just odd. So
Makes you think.
the rumor on the street is, and
it's
allegedly for sure, that Tyree was smashing one of the cops' wives.
I doubt it.
Nigga, you don't know Tyree.
No, you. This is
Because
why.
they worked at FedEx together.
This is why I say that, because those cops had a very specific personality, and when you hear them speaking to each other after the fact, they all sound alike. Right.
Well, dumb.
so
dumb
what,
and
so what I'm
country.
saying
Also,
is
too, 3 were bras or omegas.
Omegas,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Which,
So
allegedly.
they had a very similar personality types. They all talked alike. They sounded like the
Well,
same
they hung
person.
out.
So yeah. So what I'm saying is, the Tyree Nickel, he was a different kind of dude. He was a skateboarder.
Yeah,
you know, he wore Vans.
No, you didn't hear what she said.
What?
They worked
She
together.
said allegedly.
I know. I'm just
Allegedly.
telling you why I think that wasn't the case. I'm just saying based on the personality type. it
So you
seemed
saying
like,
the people might not
I ain't even
like
finished
him?
saying it,
My
goddamn
bad.
it. This nigga.
That's trying to figure
God.
the fuck you going,
we
nigga.
going?
He wasn't hanging out with them.
What? Yes, but what
That's
I'm saying.
why he don't sound like them.
What I'm saying is,
He wasn't that type of person.
right? He wasn't that type of person. It seemed like the woman
To
was
cheat?
attracted to a different type of guy. Tyree was. It seemed like his wife.
Allegedly.
Yes, attracted to a different type of man. Right. So it seemed like her man was like an alpha
You get this?
dude.
He's a
Tyree was like
Uh,
didn't seem like that to me. He was a skateboarder. He
Maybe
wore
she wanted something
Vans.
different.
He seemed like
Well, and they worked together. Maybe she just enjoyed his personality. You know what
okay.
I'm
So you
saying?
don't understand what I'm saying.
No.
I do kind
You
of
do?
get what you're saying, but we have a call. Caller, what's your name? and where
Everyone
you
has
call
a
from?
type.
Are you saying?
Yeah, we know your type.
Wanzer,
Thank you,
Wanzer,
Vern.
quit taking up for the white man, please.
Well, he's black, but
Quit taking up for them honkies.
Thank you.
Let's be real here.
We don't know.
just
Let's be real here. Sociopathic behavior runs rampant in the police system.
Yeah, it does.
It's just like that little boy. It's just like the accused. It's the same shit. There are red flags that a lot of times police, the system, fail to realize, or they just don't give a fuck. Oh, get a man a badge. Like you said before, Speedy, a long time ago. A lot of them boys were bullied and beat up as kids, and now you give them a little power. They feel they can bully and beat up the same type of people that bullied and beat up them. And I would have pushed that little boy the fuck off the cliff a long time ago.
I thought he was gonna push him, because when you look at the story, it's already like the kid's dead already. So I'm thinking when he got to that rail, I said he's gonna push him off the goddamn rail. But then if you miss the push, nigga's you.
Okay, but we
But
got to
see,
go back.
Speedy, I feel like that was the way they did it. They made you think that was going to happen, and it didn't. It's a few movies and TV shows where they show children who were serial killers at a young age, and there were signs all over the place that showing that these kids was crazy. Well, not crazy. that they were sociopaths.
So you think these guys had signs that they were that way?
Well, I think.
Speedy, it's when you were.
I'm talking about the guys. The guys.
Now we're back to the cops. We're talking back to the
We're talking
cops.
about the cops.
Now,
Oh yeah. Those signs show up as when you're a kid.
Yeah, they
You
said,
have
they
that
said
type of stuff.
Hold on, Vern. They said that task force, I think it's called the Scorpion Unit. I
Yes,
think
that's
what
what
they're
it is.
called.
Uh-huh.
They had numerous complaints about the same activities.
yeah, because apparently
the
3 days before there was another man, alleged traffic stop, and he got the same thing, something like similar happened to him, and then he called.
And I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, Pam.
Call right
I'm
back,
trying
Vern.
to figure
Go
out.
ahead, Vern. Go
I
ahead.
thought I had the phone,
I'm
Speedy. I was
trying to
like
figure
this.
out why you need a task force
I did like this. Fuck.
for that particular thing.
But,
Well, the task force was probably for
for something
drug
else.
dealers. Yeah,
well,
it's not
yeah,
for traffic stops.
and it happened after. Okay, so after George Floyd,
Thank
and,
you,
you know,
Vern.
they're trying to develop this new system, and then they develop this Scorpion Task Force. But then they're not even really trained cops. They didn't really go to a real academy, or you know what I'm saying. There, some of them or whatever. It's just like people. After George Floyd, the cops, it was a shortage. And so, they wanted people to join, and you know what I mean? So
Here's
I'm
what
assuming they didn't have any type
I'm
of
gonna go
real
with Nick
training.
on this.
Hold on, Pops. I was going to say to Nikki Pam's point, that was one of the reports that came out, right? This is interesting that you said that. That one of the main issues is there's not a lot of recruitment for police officers.
Right.
Right? So their theory is they can't be too hard on the cops because they don't have enough police in general. So that's a recipe for disaster.
It is.
Yeah, because now you're curving shit.
Yeah.
Phone call.
But they
Caller, what's your name and where you
Hope
calling
it's
from?
Will.
Oh,
What is going
I
on
texted
in
him.
the state of Tennessee? They got the chick that had the high speed train ran on her. Now they got these cops in
that's
Memphis,
right.
doing this. What the hell is
Well,
going on in the state of Tennessee?
And it was black men who
Yo,
ran the train on the black girl,
See,
right?
yeah, Seymour.
Well, it was
a white
a
girl.
couple of white boys in there too, Pam. But like, what the hell is going on with this state?
Seymour,
I'm just trying to figure that out.
do you know in Memphis is the number one place where what's the show 48 Hours? They stay in Memphis because there's all those black people killing each other in Memphis.
And then I didn't know this. They had a professor from TSU here in the Houston area on. I didn't watch the video with Mr. Nichols. I'm praying for his family. I just feel like I'm tired about trauma being
Man.
publicized, and
Man.
whether people want to believe it or not, that stuff does affect your psyche. It affects your mental status. So we got to be mindful of what we're taking in. But I'm glad that people are being made aware and that something's being done. But I want to speak to. You see how quick these black cops been arrested?
Yeah,
You see how
and the
quick
white
they arrested
they
them?
just
But like
arrested.
every other situation, it's 2 years of an investigation.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? When it's other officers, even Hispanic cops,
Yeah.
it's a 2-year investigation.
And they keep their
You know,
job. They
so that
work a
lets-
desk.
Well, they're saying
Thank
because they have the new woman that's ahead of the police force or whatever. This is supposed to be the new protocol, and so it just happens to be 5 black men
And
which
one
is
white
kind
dude.
of too much of a coincidence for me.
But that's just the thing, though, Pam. If that's the case, then why wasn't the white officer arrested?
Well, he was
initially?
arrested
'Cause see,
today.
you just said that he was arrested, today.
last.
But why was he
Yeah.
arrested with the other 5?
I was wondering that too, and so was Amanda Seals too. 'Cause you know how Amanda Seals is; she don't play. But
And then what's his name? Jason Fatlock took his fat ass. I think he done had.
Oh, did you see that
bypass
shit?
surgery. He gonna always be Fatlock to me.
Yeah, I was
took his
pissed.
fat
Who is
ass
he? I
over
don't
the
know who he is.
Fox and did this futile argument. I blame single black women
What?
for what
That's single
going
mothers.
on
Single mothers, he
because
said. For
those
what?
men were ages 21 to 32. He blames black women
He
because
had-
of what happened with Tyree
he had,
Nichols.
he had 2 parents.
Wait, and
No,
then
that's not
no,
that's not the argument. That what
He's saying that what he saw on the video was like gang mentality,
Right.
and so he blaming single black women for the violence that we're seeing in our black community.
So
and I'm just like,
Seymour,
okay,
Seymour,
Fatlock,
hold on,
the black women didn't make those. I'm sorry.
What
go
do
ahead.
black women have to do with gangs?
Let me tell you where it comes from, because I just seen the same report. So it was a study that came out that reported on single households and the effects of them, of single mothers and single fathers. It wasn't specific to the nationality of the people, but it was just talking about people raised in a single mother household and the effects of it in a single father household. All the negative ills we see in society are due to single mother households.
Right.
That's where Jason Whitlock is getting it. That's why he's saying
but he
that.
said single black.
And another
He said black.
Because now the report doesn't say black women, right? But we all know in America, the majority of households. are
Jason
single mothers.
Fatlock said black women.
Right.
Yes,
That's
I
Hold
said.
on, Nick.
I
And
seen
he
the same
but hold
report,
on.
but
He
that's what the
also
report said.
pointed out the fact that the Memphis Police Department has a black chief.
Right.
He mentioned that in his commentary too. Where it's a bunch of white chiefs over this country as well that have beat the hell and killed black men. Your fat ass ain't said nothing about that.
Right, and
I
Roland
agree.
Martin went in.
So
Did you
that's
see
what
that
that's what I have an issue with.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm just
I
like,
agree
I feel like this blame
Who's
game
I don't know this guy.
that's
is.
going
Do I know
on
this?
with us as black
He's like
women
a
and black
Roland
men
Martin
is a
type.
futile argument.
Yeah.
It's futile.
Yeah, that.
right.
It's black
But
women's
y'all-
fault.
y'all
It's
black-
the black man's
And
fault.
then he went
We
on
gotta get it
Fox and
together.
said that dumbass rhetoric too, which pissed me
All
off.
right, so Seymour, call right back. So I'll do this because you was right. Oh, you went to jail.
I went to jail many times.
So yeah, Pops,
Don't try to reduce my gangster, nigga.
the
I stayed in jail,
The study
nigga.
was basically saying that the majority of criminals, right, the majority of non-graduates, the majority of baby mothers, the majority of all these negative ills in societies,
From single
the
moms.
direct connection is a single-parent household with a mother leading the household. That was the one common denominator in it. So that's not to say that black single mothers are the cause. That's not to say that. This is just pointing out the common denominator in all of these cases where they were all raised by single mothers.
And I'll say this, being that
I don't think
I was a single
Right.
dad, and none of my kids went to jail. Just get that clear. When I think what it is, single moms do a great job, fantastic job. I'm not gonna hang and put
Yeah,
them
I
out
agree.
like that. They do a great job. Is it a little overwhelming? Yes, because as black men, and I remember telling your mom, and I usually tell all moms who's raising black kids that at some point, it ain't that the son is mad at you. He becomes a man, and he hears that voice and goes, "Oh, fuck, man." And it's just being a black man. And I remember my mother, when my dad was there, go take the trash out. I remember saying, "Yes," anyway, in my mind, because I was 14. And I'm like, "Man, I'll take on the goddamn." And then she said, "I'm gonna tell you that. All right, I'm gonna take out the trash."
Right.
But that's just men being men, and right around 14, 13, they buck up. And
try.
And or they try. So I always used to tell single moms, if you got a brother, you got uncles,
Somebody.
then at that moment, around 14, 15, he gonna buck up, but he ain't bucking at you. He's bucking at the female telling him to do something because he's becoming a man.
And
Right.
can I read a couple of stats really quick?
Please go ahead.
Hang on, Carl.
So,
You don't have nothing in front of you. But
So,
hang on.
nigga, I can
Okay,
read.
my bad.
so 80% of rapists come from fatherless homes, right? 71% of high school dropouts come from fatherless homes. 63% of suicides come from fatherless homes. 85% of the youth sitting in prison come from fatherless homes. 85% of children that exhibit behavioral disorders come from fatherless homes. So 72% of adolescents serving sentences for murder come from fatherless homes. All of these numbers are all in the 70, 80 percentiles.
Uh-huh.
85, 90.
Ain't don't mention nothing about no mama.
And,
gotta
and
say
what's,
that's-
and
that's
what's
the
the number one
majority.
thing they try to do, though? They try to separate dads from
Right.
being there.
But you know, one more thing that was from that report that Nick was talking about, they said that a single parent father
Yep.
has the same effect as, or just about the same effect as a two-parent household.
Correct. The same, not the same effect, the same results.
The same results.
Right. So when looking at the same statistics, right? So the rate of jail, imprisonment, all these different things. If a father is raising kids, it's going to equal to the same amount as.
Well,
A dual parent
I
household.
I am proof of that because
true,
my
Pops.
kids, my sons, did never, and I was on them.
And I was wilding before I got to my pop's house. Oh my God.
And
That's
but
why
you
you
know,
got dropped off.
the mother could have been the mother could have been on them the same way, but that fear was not there. That
Yeah.
my dad will kick my
No
ass.
facts.
Well, some moms will kick ass
No,
too.
no,
No, but it's not the
Let
same
me-
thing.
I can testify to this. Like, what it was like my pops was saying. I remember I got jumped at the park, and I remember I got up and I was like, it was like 5 dudes, and I'm like, I'm all right. It wasn't that bad, nigga. I just hit a couple niggas. I handled my business.
You got one in.
And I remember I went home, my mom got to yelling at me. I'm like, nigga, I just got jumped. Nigga. I ain't scared of no belt. Nigga. So it changed the dynamic. Like, what you gonna whip? You gonna hit me with a belt? That ain't gonna do nothing no more. So
Right.
I think a mom tries to control her sons out of fear. I'll whoop you. I'll punish you. A dad's thing is more respect. It's not so much. Like, I remember my dad said, hey, man, you live here. You can't disrespect your house. My mama never said that. She was just yelling at me. You know what I'm saying?
I was just telling.
I think it's
Brooklyn
more of
about
a
that the other day.
respect thing when it comes to men, and you get to observe as a young man how other men operate versus just hearing somebody tell you something when your mom is telling you. You know, you can't see what she's saying. You just hearing it.
Call.
I
go
agree.
ahead, call.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
How does he get
I'm
through?
scared of my mama.
You scared of your mama?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
nigga.
you ain't been.
That right
You don't
there-
want to go
that
to
right
jail.
there-
Nigga, it'll go bad.
Because my mama said,
be a
look,
boy
if
toy.
you keep because she.
Vernon.
Go ahead, Verdi.
You be
Go ahead,
working
Vernon.
shower detail. Vernon, in my back.
Bring my flip flops, Vernon.
Goddamn Vernon.
Oh, Nick's with you.
The hell?
Who this?
Oh, who?
Ain't no damn Vernon.
How you get
Vernon
on the
hung
phone,
up.
nigga?
Vernon hung up on us.
Oh, he did. Oh,
Who this
okay.
L?
Hey, I got skills. I got
backdoor way in.
Ooh, don't say that. now.
Vernon, call back on L.
A backdoor kind of guy, huh?
Hey,
What's
what's
going
up?
on?
What's up?
He's a backdoor dude.
How you feel about the Tyree Nichols situation?
Look, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not even go on that. I want to talk about the single parents.
Please
Okay.
do. Go
What?
right
Talk
ahead.
about the single
What?
mothers.
Go right
Single
ahead.
Speak
parents,
on it.
So
Are you in the bathroom?
I was raised by a single mother,
We could tell.
and my dad.
I know.
okay. Sorry to hear that.
Okay, and my dad was still in the picture though. You know, he was still around. He was still in the picture.
You say he was in
I
penitentiary?
mean, literally was right. He was
He
right
said
down
he
the
took a
street.
picture with his dad. That's what he said.
At the
Hey,
penitentiary?
Wanza, let me explain to you what a dad is. Anyway,
Hey, nigga, I got feelings. Talk about my daddy like that.
so anyway, look, I've seen some. Let's keep it honest. Let's keep it 100. I've seen some great single parents
I said
on
that.
both sides, mothers
both
and
sides.
fathers,
Yeah.
and I've seen some raggedy ones as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would not agree and say that all single mothers or fathers are good parents because they're
Well, they didn't say
raggedy.
all.
They're
They
raggedy.
said
Nobody said that.
70%.
Yeah, nobody said that.
Yeah, but okay, what is this? Is that statistic from all?
Statistics?
You can look it up
But
anywhere.
but
Yeah, that's
you
from
know-
people.
Black?
No, not black people, just people.
Period.
Yeah, they were just saying
Period.
in general.
So
it
this
wasn't
is
white
all
or black or
races.
You're right.
They're all
rich or
races.
poor
They put
or
them in
whatever.
there. So that's
Yeah,
why
rich,
it's probably so
poor.
high as 70.
That number seems a little high.
It don't matter if it seems high. That's what it is.
So you saying they lying?
No.
You saying
but
they lying?
no, realistically, that number. I'm saying that number's a little bit high as far as single parents.
All right, so
It's a
so
little
L,
high.
L, give us a number what you think it may be.
Okay, what do you think?
How you gonna argue
He
with
ain't
a
got no
statistic?
dad. He ain't got no daddy. Talk about what he think. Go ahead, L.
He was around.
Who don't?
Oh, my
Ones that don't have no dad?
Oh, my
No,
fault.
No,
you-
we talking about your daddy,
you-
nigga.
Oh no,
Your dad-
my dad here. My dad, my
But he
my
wasn't
homie,
in the
man.
household.
He's still here. Yeah, but he wasn't, but he was there. I mean, literally right down
No,
the
he
street.
wasn't there, nigga. He came through.
So
Basically,
I
the women
spent-
are messing the
I spent
kids
just as
up.
much time.
That's
I
what's
spent
happening.
just as much time at my dad's house that I did at my mom's house. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Okay.
So give me the number.
But-
What you think it might be? Give me the number.
I think it might be closer to maybe the 50% range, percentile, man. Not 70.
70, 80.
Yeah, but
Okay,
you,
so-
but you
so-
know what? That's not how statistics work. It doesn't go by what you think it should be.
No, I know how statistics. Hey, I know how statistics work.
Yeah, I think.
All right, so then, all right, so if that number's off, let's say it's 55. We'll go 55. All right, so let's say it's 55. So then it would be lower for the dads, then, right? That's raising their kids.
It was,
As far as single fathers, yes.
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 So it's probably
Yes.
20%.
Yes, I agree. Yes.
We could say it's that, or we could say
That-
it's
that-
what the
that number-
numbers
that
say.
number-
it is.
that number
yeah.
She said, or it's in the
look,
truth.
no, but
We can go with
let's
the
keep it
facts.
honest. The system is not set up. The system is not set up for the system. Is not set up as far as like for single parent, like fathers that want to get their kids.
No, it's
They
not.
have I was in a situation that they don't have a strong chance of getting the kids, even if they're in a better situation than the mother.
Yep.
They still do not have a better chance of getting
Now
that
we
kid. 'Cause I was
that we do
in
know.
that situation.
We know that, yeah.
That's a fact.
That's
Yeah,
why to
so
me,
that's which is jacked up.
no, you got to watch who you date.
Yes, it
Now,
is.
how about that? Watch you. I didn't have that
No,
problem.
no.
No, I didn't have that
No,
problem.
I was
Out of
married.
five,
I
out
was-
of five
I was married.
women, I
I
didn't
was-
have that problem.
That's you, Speedy. You're
No,
No. I
was-
want I want you to hear. 5 totally different women. I never had that problem. Nobody said you're going to go to court. I'm gonna run you in the ground. Nobody ever
Well,
did
that's
that.
because you wanted to.
But
be
you're
with
you're
your
only
kids.
one man, Speedy. You're one man
Yeah,
out
but
of
my-
40
but-
million
but-
black.
but- here-
But my
but
advice,
Speedy,
my advice would be for
here's
the
what
40. Hold on, El. My advice would be for the 40 million to ask, obviously, the one black man how he pulled it off.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not
Watch
inquire?
who you
man,
date, nigga.
How did your man? Listen, my dad told me if you don't want kids with her, don't sleep with her.
Bam.
There
Okay, that
is.
makes sense to me. You
But
feel me?
here's my situation.
We don't believe you.
When my
You
wife
ain't got
and
no
I
dad,
got, when my wife and I got divorced,
See, you ain't got
my
no dad.
daughter was 2 years old.
Got it.
Okay, so the way that we had our divorce set up is when my daughter turned 9, she was supposed to come live with me
Got it.
full time.
Got it.
So she was living with my wife, my ex-wife, till 9, then come live with me. She fought it. Even though I still was in a better situation, I was more stable.
'Cause she's still
My
mad
daughter
at
had been
you.
to 7. No, listen, Speedy. My daughter had been to 7 schools. With my ex-wife in elementary, they moved like 6 times. They were not stable, even though I proved all of that and they hired an attorney for my daughter, they still would not allow my daughter to come live with me, even though there was our arrangement as far as our divorce decree. They fought it.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I showed that I was more stable, they still gave her custody to my my wife.
You didn't
Well,
hear.
because
You didn't
the
hear.
court system is going to always
Yeah.
favor the
Yeah.
parent.
He didn't hear
no matter-
nothing I said. I said it depends.
Listen
Watch
to
who
listen
you're
to a father. Go
dating.
ahead.
You dated a woman that probably didn't like you, despised you, and that's why she went to court. They never went to court on me.
I'm not talking about
We
you,
never got
Steve.
that
It's not
far.
about you.
L, you don't have a dad.
not
Listen
talking
to a
about
father.
you.
L, listen to a father.
I'm talking about my situation as far as we were talking about statistics.
Yeah, but you
on the
still went to
father
court.
getting
Why did she take you to court? That's what I'm asking you. If y'all had an agreement.
This is fatherly advice.
we were divorced.
So why did you go? But you don't have to go to court about the kids.
Well, he was
point.
saying they had an arrangement.
Because we could
she
not
didn't want to keep with
agree.
their arrangement.
You don't have to go to court if you can agree.
Yeah, but why
If you
couldn't y'all
did not
agree?
agree,
You
Because
got no dad.
because
most
she didn't
people
want-
don't.
because she
Most people don't agree.
No,
Steve.
People without
because
dads don't agree.
it's 5 people, dude.
She-
How did all 5 roll with what I said? I ain't shit.
Ain't got no
they
dads.
didn't want to
That's
fool
right.
with you, Speedy.
Speedy.
No, listen. All right,
Speedy.
L, call back. Listen, let me chime in on this because it sound
Y'all
like
motherfuckers
it
ain't
sounds like
listening.
my pops are being funny. But what I'm telling you is the common denominator here is y'all don't have no daddy in your life. So what's happening is you picking bogus women that's
Yeah.
putting you in bogus situations.
Yep.
I was able to watch my dad get into real life situations with women and see how he handled it.
Yep.
So I don't have no confusion how I'm gonna handle it when it come my way.
Right.
I don't have to guess. L, I know we being funny, but that's really what he telling you is the fact that you ain't got no daddy, nigga, is why you picking bad women that got you on child support.
But
Well, I ain't gonna say she bad.
it doesn't matter what
Got to
type
be-
of woman you pick.
It
A lot-
does.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does matter.
It
That
does
does
not
matter.
matter.
Listen to the woman.
You should
here.
be the
When
last one to
when
say
you
that.
say what type of woman, at the end of the day, they be the same.
No, they're
Yes.
not.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's what
they
somebody with
do.
no father said.
Yes, they
You gotta
do.
go.
At the end of the day, they
No,
all do
Andre.
the same thing.
No.
What's your
Yes,
name
they
and where you
do.
calling from?
That's sexy.
At the
That's
end of
not
the day,
true.
they all do the same thing.
Call it what your name and where you calling from.
99% of the time.
75 one.
You dodge the bullet, Speedy, and you're lucky.
How you got 5 bullets? It's impossible.
I'll tell you, shoot.
Who is this?
DJ out there, baby.
Oh, what's up,
That's
DJ?
it.
Can you see him backing up the van?
You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You backing up the
DJ got
van?
a job around this motherfucker.
Well,
Nigga, don't judge my
how you
job.
calling us on your job, nigga? That's not part of the employee.
Nigga, 'cause that's how my job work, nigga. I don't come down to the comedy store and tell you how to do your. No, I'm fucking.
So wish I had that phone, nigga.
I'm a little bit with L on this one in a lot of points. Now, first of
You ain't
all,
got no
with the
daddy
single
either.
parent, nigga, I got a daddy, nigga. I'm a junior,
whoa,
nigga.
calm
No way
down,
I'm
Hey,
saying
hey,
Calm down.
hey,
That's your
my
tone.
daddy dead, nigga. So you can't talk about my
Whoa,
daddy.
calm down.
I can.
DJ. God,
My
Sammy
daddy
Davis
was
Jr.
a
was a
kid,
junior. He ain't have no dad.
that's a good point, Wanda.
He had to learn how to tap dance all by himself.
So
Speedy's a junior.
hey.
it also has to do with eras, right? When you think like
What eras?
I'm into the
Ooh.
You say you in the he's. What happened?
no, I'm into the history of LA, like learning about the history and
What that
stuff
got to
like
do
that.
with raising
and
kids?
especially like with gang culture, stuff like
Gang
that.
culture.
So you got to think. So back in the days, I mean, fathers really didn't start leaving the house until when, like the 80s. What would you say? Stevie? Like
Late 70s.
70s, 80s, 90s,
Late 70s.
late 70s. Okay, so
Papa
if you
got a brand new
had
bag. That's the start of it.
yeah. So if gang culture, if gangs really started in the
What?
60s, in the late 60s, and the founders of most of these gangs in LA, they came from 2-parent households. So it doesn't
Okay, where
for
you
that
going
first
with this?
era and maybe that second era, it doesn't translate. That statistic.
We
doesn't
weren't
make
talking
sense.
about gangs.
Once I know, nigga, but no,
We talking
he
about
was
raising
because
kids.
that's the first thing he said. Jason Whitlock said it reminds him of a gang culture, the jumping and how they did Tyree. He said that's where it comes from, the single parentness. But I don't know if you guys watch BMF, but the mom said something
Yeah,
in the
I
series
watch it.
when they were in church. She said, "My kids don't come from a broken household. They come from a broken community. It's about the community. It doesn't matter if you got 2 parents, 3 parents, or whatever. It's about if the community is broken down, and that's what's created is gangs. Then when your kids go outside, that's what they're gonna see. But most people, like
not true.
most of us How's it not true?
I'm gonna
nigga?
tell you why it's not true. Let me
He
see
gonna
what
bring
I'm gonna tell you
TV
why it's
show
not true.
philosophy.
Nigga,
to
don't
your
hang
rollout
up.
show.
Let me tell you why it's not true,
He
DJ.
said
Do you
don't
know why?
Yeah.
Listen, I grew with my whole family on my mom's side from 6-0. You understand? So that ain't nothing for me just to be a part of that. And if I'm around certain
Okay.
people, I'm already a part of that. Do you know why I never joined the gang?
Why?
Because I have a father. And I would look at my dad. My dad wasn't real. No, this is real talk. My
Because
dad.
he's scared of your father.
No, it wasn't that. My dad wasn't a gang member. You understand? So I had
Okay,
somebody.
mine was.
Well, we can see the results. I had somebody. I had somebody. I could physically. I didn't have to imagine this thing. I could physically look at somebody that I thought was cool that didn't fall. And I remember never forget. My dad told me, if you a gang member, you're weak. If you need a bunch of niggas to help you do something, you're scary and you're a sucker.
Right.
And I
Yeah, he's
always
right.
felt that
Okay, let
way.
me respond.
So no, hold on now.
Okay.
Nah,
Yeah.
call back, DJ.
Yeah, DJ,
talk,
call
nigga.
back.
No, let me respond.
No,
call
let
back,
Vern get in
nigga.
there. Here's the thing, and he had it all wrong. We wasn't talking about, oh, they're going to be in the gang. We're just saying when you have a father, and moms are fantastic as well, it's just a different mindset for that young man.
Did you join the gang, Pops?
No.
Why?
I had a dad.
All right, then. You got a phone call.
Kind
See the
of.
common denominator here.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
All you need is a kind of dad, nigga.
Speedy had a dude his mom like
Yo,
licking on his ice cream.
Caller.
Who is this?
Yo, what's going on, Speed in the game?
What's-
Nigga sound depressed.
Are you
we
hugging the
get-
pillow,
What up,
nigga? What are you
Wanzer over there
doing?
looking like a Wanzer over there looking like a gay limo driver. But shit, what up, Nikki Pam? Good
What's
to
up?
see you and shit. Shout out to Honorable. But hey, listen though, like Sweet would say, shit, if these hoes will keep their mouth shut, you know, hey, the nigga would stick around. You know, a lot of chicks out here
here
single,
we
It's
young,
go.
and
who you
old because
dating, man.
That's real
Here
talk,
we
though.
go.
hey, but listen. Hey, Speedy, listen. Them bitches stuck around for you because you Jamie Foxx fan. You already know that. Stop
True.
playing.
Facts.
Stop playing.
Facts.
But listen. Hey, no, on for real shit though. You know,
That's
like
facts
a
for
lot
real.
of the times, you know what I'm saying? Like the dude don't have a problem with the kid, and I heard Nick attest to this. It's the female. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like the dude leave. But that still don't mean the dude can't, you know, be a good father. You know, Speedy, you got 27 kids, and you still manage to parent
All of
all of them well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
You ain't got
it's
nothing else
like,
to do.
you know, you can't be everywhere. Yo, shit. You can't, you know, you got to pick and choose and shit, especially in these times. You definitely right. It depends on who you choose to date. And what
That's
they
all
gonna
I was
allow
saying.
and accept, but yeah, you absolutely right about that. But at the same time, it's like, hey,
I figure like this: if a woman
if
called
I
the
can't
police
get
on
along
you
with
and you have a baby with her, you gotta believe, nigga, when the time comes, she gonna put you through the ringer.
you right, but shit, it's about who get to that phone first. These motherfuckers, hey,
That's true,
Yeah,
too.
it's true.
Been there.
yeah, hey, this chick grabbed the blade on me, and I, you know, I dialed the law. I'm like, hey, this bitch, you stabbed me, shit, you going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Telling you right now.
But no, like, hey, to that Tyree situation, it's like, hey, these motherfuckers ain't gonna stop doing this shit to us until, you know what I'm saying?
They
until
go to jail for
motherfuckers
it.
really take a stand.
They have to go to jail for it.
Hey, exactly.
White,
And-
black, purple,
and
green.
As
They
long
gotta
as
go to
the
jail.
prosecutor, as long as the prosecution is them, you know,
Yep.
that's their people. They gonna continue to get off. They gonna continue to get slaps on the wrist.
Do you think
And-
these 5 black dudes are going to get off, though? I think this is one
No.
time. This
And the
that's
white
not
dude.
going to
And
happen.
the white
What
dude.
happened with
And the white dude, throw him in there.
yeah, and the white dude, too. They're not getting off.
Yeah,
There's
amen.
no
Amen.
way.
No.
Hey, before I let y'all go, hey,
No,
Speedy, I'm
before
gonna
we
need
let
you to
you
get
go,
a whole new wardrobe. I'm
Huh?
gonna let you get a whole new wardrobe, my guy. You over there looking like a thick ass Morpheus out the Matrix. For real. That nigga look like he was at Waitrix. But all right, so, hey, much love.
That was
Hey,
funny.
TDP and J
That
Mac
nigga-
back on that thing.
That nigga wrote them jokes down.
Waitrix? That's funny.
Waitrix.
Waitrix.
Yeah, man. That's yes. Hey, listen. If you we got nothing.
Dang.
Look, we
Call,
popping it,
yeah. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from? It's a lot of people in the chat, too.
Hey, my boo bag. This Pooh Lee, man.
Oh, my God. I haven't heard that
Hey,
name
man, y'all ain't
forever.
telling my boo nigga Pam was back,
What's
a.k.a.
up, baby?
Alexander O'Neal side chick,
That's a
man.
hologram. They ain't Pam. It's a hologram.
That's funny, sweetie.
Hey, man, hey, I'm happy now, man. I ain't been calling in, you know. Nigga Pam
You
ain't
in
been
jail?
there.
You in jail?
No, man. I'm a teacher, man. You know that, Steven, man.
Hey.
So, Poolie, you're a teacher. I got a question for you. How do you feel about? Do you feel like is it more bad kids that have single moms or single father homes? In your experience of being
It's
around children?
50-50. It's 50-50, man. Because you got these two-parent household kids that want to be gangsters.
Yeah, and
they from the suburbs, man.
That's my.
I don't get that. Hey, Nick, that's the dumbest shit ever. I hate that, man.
Right.
I have friends that grew up.
They have it good, man. They have a great
Great
they wanna
homes, two
gang
parents,
bang.
but
Yeah.
again, they want to be in the streets. They want to be cool. When Carson went to Carson, blah 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 blah, and they grew up like in the suburbs. But again, somebody said about the environment, and their friends is running the streets. They want to do what their friends.
They want to do hood rat shit.
I go through every day, man.
Right.
Well, I guess the point I'm trying to make, Poolie, you can help me out with this, is we're saying before you have a child with that woman and you kicking it with her for a year or two, you should know, okay, if I have a kid with her, because she always get angry, you see the signs. It's not like you don't see the signs.
Oh, yeah.
You see she an asshole to people around you, and then you have a kid with her, and the next thing you know, you can't see her unless you go to court.
But okay, let's keep it real. When y'all sleeping with these women,
Yes.
day 1, 2, or 3, you don't know she crazy. She get pregnant because I know out
It'd
of
be
the
longer
5,
than that before they get pregnant.
No. You could the
Hey,
first
well,
time
another
they could
thing
get
is,
pregnant.
hey, Nick.
All 5 did you wait a year or 2 to see how they were mentally before you stuck it in and went?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
I know he didn't.
I know you didn't.
I know
I
you did.
know you didn't. I know
Hey,
you have a
Nick.
couple of
Yes,
oops
sir.
babies. For
Oh, why?
sure.
She's not crazy.
Hey,
I think
man.
I'll make love to her.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
right.
Well, I think is a lot of these serial killers come from two-parent households. man.
Hilarious.
True
Oh,
that.
good point.
So
Good point.
Dahmer
He got it.
was.
I ain't
Got a
never
point.
seen a single-parent serial killer.
That's a good point, Poolie.
Hey,
That's a good
can you
point.
pull up
All
them
right,
numbers
y'all have
up?
a good day.
Hey, can you pull those numbers up,
That's a good
Watson?
point.
What
How
number?
many serial killers had a
Two-parent household.
two-parent house?
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
point.
sure they all did. They're white. They're white.
They all have loving parents, as a matter of fact. You know?
And you know something? Just go back. I know people are gonna call it. Go back to the show Accused. Again, you could have wrote. It's a fictional story, but you could have wrote any ethnic group in it, and it probably wouldn't have went over. When you did the white dude and the white
'cause they're
parent,
different.
and they had money. He drove a brand new Benz. He was a corporate dude, and it just fit that dynamic.
Oh,
Yeah,
and white
they were-
people parent differently. Let's just
Yeah, they
keep
do.
it real.
They do.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you're
I ain't never
absolutely
seen
right,
nothing
man.
like
They
it in my
absolutely do.
life.
Yeah.
See, we have a call.
Shut the fuck up, mom. That's white people.
Right. Caller, what's
see
your name
it.
and where you calling
Yo,
from?
this is L again, man.
Go ahead, El.
This is L again. Hey, quick question. Look, and I don't want to ruffle. What I'm about to say, I don't want to ruffle no feathers.
Yes,
Nothing like
you
this.
do.
We all family.
Go ahead.
You know,
Let's see how this work out.
Yeah.
So y'all saying that having a father in your life is going to be helpful in determining the woman that you pick?
Yes.
No, huh? What?
Well,
Yes.
Well,
Okay. Yes.
I think what they're saying is
Hold
No,
on,
no,
I wanna
no,
respond
L.
to that. Here's what I want to say. Nick, your father has multiple baby mamas.
Right.
So my question
You ain't gonna make me
is,
feel bad,
No,
nigga.
what
that's
could you have
player,
learned?
That's a great thing.
No,
what are you
what
talking about?
could you have learned
Shut up, Nick.
from him as far as choosing the right woman when he hasn't chosen the
But
right
he
woman throughout
waited.
his
No,
time?
no. Pop,
He
he
did
asked
learn.
me a question. Let me ask you a
Oh,
question.
I know.
Oh, my bad.
What do you mean by
No,
the,
but I'm saying
so,
multiple.
Hold on. What do you mean by the right woman? What does that mean?
You tell me.
No, you
'Cause
said
made
it.
a statement. That's why I'm asking.
No, you said it.
You saying Nick's mama wasn't the right woman?
No, what do you?
Nick sounds really offended.
No. My
What you say
question,
about my mama?
my question is,
I don't.
yeah, qualify it. What do you mean by the right woman?
Okay, I don't feel that the father has anything to do with choosing the right woman.
No.
Because if you look at a lot
L. You asked me that question. Let me answer the question. I'm just asking.
Okay, that's what I'm asking
For
you. I'm
example,
asking- yeah.
for example, what I learned from my father, as far as the right woman, is a woman I can trust to raise my children
Yes.
and not embarrass me in the streets.
Yeah. And you're not going to
She's
court.
not taking me to court.
Right.
Yeah.
You
'Cause
understand?
Once they get in the system,
but that's
it's-
things that
hold
you would
on.
not be able to
No,
learn
bro.
from-
You asked me the question. Just let me give you the answer. This is what I learned
go ahead.
watching my father deal with the women he dealt with. These are
So he learned from the situation.
That's
Yeah,
what I learned.
I never went to court for nobody.
So I'm telling
Okay.
you, just purely, and these are not the conversation. I'm leaving out the conversations. I'm only talking about the observation that
Okay.
I witnessed. So just from observing, so let's say your father is not even a good dad. Let's say he just around, right? At least you will get that from him. You at least get to see how he operates and see how he handles himself as a man. At least you will get that part. Hopefully he'll talk to you about it every once in a while, but if not, at least you get to see it. That's my point, L.
And L, I would.
No, I get that, but
L. What I was trying to say when I said how you choose the woman you're dating, even though he had the joke about didn't wait no year, and I'm not saying that. I just never picked women who were loud, who just did just certain kind of women I ain't fuck with. I just never did.
Smoke weed.
You know, that too. But most of the women I dated are all pretty much the same, made from the same mold. Like the easy women, it was really cool. When they were pregnant, I was like, okay, I'm there for you. And I always was there. So I never gave them a doubt that I was going to run out. And if they wanted to go be with somebody else, I'll come get my son. It ain't no biggie. But I didn't date women that started off.
I'm not saying.
Hold on. I didn't date women that started off. You know if a woman is going to be problems. The minute you date her, a couple weeks later, she didn't cuss you out, told you to sit up in the house, and then say, I'm sorry. Fuck out of here.
And then you go and fuck her and have a kid.
Right.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is that's stating the obvious that there's things that you will learn from your father that you can't learn from your mother. But there's also in picking women, you also can learn those things from your mother as well.
Did you?
Because if you really look at if you look at the statistic, a lot of times men are going to try to find women that are close to their mother's life. Just like women try to find men that are close to what their fathers are like.
I disagree.
So really,
L, I disagree. I think that most.
No, wait. Let me finish my point.
We can hang up
winded, but go ahead.
No, yeah, I had to wait for y'all niggas. So, my point is that you may disagree, but again, that is the statistic as far as how it is. As far as I said it right. Don't even go there. So that's what it is as far as when men do look at women that are close to their mothers, and vice versa for women. So you learn different things from your father, and you can take those things and tweak them and make them work for you as far as how he deals with women, but it's going to vary from man to man. Some men may pick different women from their fathers. It's just going to vary.
So L,
it's not set in stone.
No, nobody said it was set in stone. We're just talking about something.
In general.
Yeah, something to pattern yourself after. If not, if as a young man, if you don't have a dad, you're gonna pattern your relationships after rappers. Whatever the rapper's telling you to do, whatever kind of girl the rapper telling you to holler at. That's
or social media,
or social media, or your homeboy that don't know shit. Because that's all you got to lean on.
Yeah, you don't have no dad to say, "Hey, no." Don't pick that
Especially
type.
now, I feel so sorry for these
I remember
kids.
my dad told me one time, "Yo, Nick, she ain't cool.
Well, there's this
She ain't
thing
with it."
also
And he was
called
100%
moral
right.
He do that to me now.
But Nick, but no. All right, L, call back. This is the sad part. I could have had a baby by this woman. I'd have probably killed myself. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, she's trying to be a porn star.
Oh,
Horrible.
wow.
Right. But if I didn't have a father there to tap me like, "Hey, playboy," nah, nigga, don't.
He
not
still
this one.
bucked and said, "Nah, Dad, I like her." I said, "Son."
And, he told me, said, "You can like her."
Yeah.
But I seen her with all these dudes over here.
I wasn't.
Right?
I
So
wasn't
I had to ease up on my emotions. I
Yeah.
said, you know what, baby, I can't like her like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk. Like, but Elle ain't had no father.
Not
so,
saying a mom wouldn't did that either. His mom would have definitely did that. Had
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She took her side, Pop. So you can't say that.
She did.
Yeah. No, she's a great girl. That's what she told me. Nigga, fuck outta here, nigga.
My dad said she's a whore.
I'm rolling with Pops, nigga. Fuck outta here.
Now that's it, bro.
My dad wants her number.
Go ahead, man.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Nick, you kind of have a point when you say that young people they want to take after what somebody else popular says for them to do. They want to run up under other people. But you also have people who make their own decisions and they don't follow the status quo of what somebody else wants them to do.
I hate that. I hate that, Vernon, because I live by the motto: you have a choice. You have a choice to do something fucked up. You have a choice to do the right thing. Right. So when you so don't say they just whatever. No, you at that moment, I had a choice to steal a car or take my ass home. I stole the car. I got caught.
We're not talking about
No,
you.
I'm saying choices. I'm saying choices, boy.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm basically saying the same thing you're saying, but more to the point of, I don't have to do what somebody else does because it's the popular thing to do. I have the choice to say, no, I'm not going to do that. I have my own mind. But you may get clowned about it. People may talk shit, but you have to stand strong in your decision.
But Vernon, how as a young man, how would I know that?
Sometimes you have to see what's around you, and you have to observe and go, you know what? This is not how
Wishful, nigga.
I mean, hold on,
Vernon,
Nick. That's
Vernon,
how
let me answer. No.
that's how I was.
But Vernon, the only way you can get this understanding is you need a father, nigga. So if
Not
everybody,
necessarily.
no, necessarily,
You can
nigga.
Do you have a father in
You
your
know
life?
what?
Or do you?
No.
Oh,
You can tell how he talking to me. He ain't got no daddy.
You got too much. You got too much air in his words. Daddy would have bought that
Dad
day.
would have slapped him a long time ago, nigga.
Vern, did you grow up with your dad or no?
No.
This is what
I
I'm
can tell,
saying.
nigga.
Did you know?
I can
No.
tell.
This is what I'm
not gonna
saying.
answer?
You don't have
No,
to
he's
have.
not.
You can have male role models in your life. You can have
That
people
ain't what he asked
who
you.
pull you to the side,
Like the ice
who
cream
can-
man.
You can have people, who, male and female, to pull you to the side and let you
Said
know
the
some
ice
facts of
cream
life,
man.
and people
Facts.
who care enough to let you know what's going on in life, and to tell you the real.
That's real talk.
If you can have a father to do that. You can have an uncle to do that. You can have a grandmother, grandfather,
Not a
whoever it is,
You need a grandfather, nigga, not a grandmother.
Unless it's Medea.
whoever it is that you
Come here, boy. Let's sit down right here, boy.
whoever it is
Said
that
unless
you
it's
respect
Medea.
enough to listen to, and they're telling you things that are wise, and because a lot of times when you're young, you're not trying to hear that shit. Just to be real, your father can sit down and he can tell you shit till his face turn blue. You're not going to listen to him, but it may be in the back of your mind until it actually comes to term, and you see it. You go, well, damn,
So
my
you
dad
want
was
to
right on that.
I've checked out.
Sometimes that has to happen.
All right, thanks, Vern.
All right, Vernon.
Well, you know what kids need is positive reinforcement.
Yes.
And consistency. You can't have
And
somebody
rules.
tell them that every now and again. So somebody like a dad that is there every day on your ass all the time.
And rules.
Can I speak for
Kids
somebody
need
who has a
rules.
father?
Sure. Somebody with fatherly
Yeah, I
experience.
don't know why.
I have none.
I don't know why these niggas with no fathers is talking about what dad should do.
You don't got a lot to say, no dad.
Yeah. Well,
You went to one movie, nigga. Now you got a dad.
now you gonna get fatherly advice all of a sudden.
I can tell you what happened to me, what I was missing.
So Wanzer, so what I would say to that is, for somebody who had a dad growing up, is
Well, kinda.
you don't need your dad there every day. That's not something. The fact that my mom can call my dad was enough to keep me in line.
Right.
The fact that I knew I had to go home and my dad gonna be at the house was enough for me to tell my homies I can't do that.
Right.
Because if my pops find out, nigga, you don't have to fight him. I do.
Right.
So we can't go down that road. So for dads out there, it's not an everyday thing. You may need your mom in your life every day, more so than your father.
Well, what
but
I-
you do need your
Did you
father
spank your
as a
kids?
guideline.
Well,
Did you spank your kids?
He didn't have to. He
hang
knocked-
on, but what
he knocked niggas out in front of us,
Nick,
nigga.
what I said was for
You
a
don't have a
kid
dad,
that
nigga, so-
for a kid that does not have a dad,
Oh, a father
they
figure.
need the consistency.
No, they just know that. That's what I'm telling you. They don't. What you need a father figure to be there as a checkpoint. It's not something.
not saying- yeah.
Imagine
How,
100.
how you gonna tell a nigga that didn't have a dad? I'm talking about the niggas that didn't have dads. Don't be giving me fatherly. You had a dad.
But listen,
I'm
okay.
telling you from the perspective of someone who
Because
didn't.
okay, so my first 10 years I lived with my mom, right? My dad would come every Saturday, pick us up, take us to the mall,
That
whatever.
don't sound like a good dad, but
No.
go on.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I remember from being 1 to
He
10.
was a
nigga,
mall
is
dad.
my dad
He was a mall
coming.
dad.
But look, that was enough to keep me in line all week. Enough for me to go to school, do my schoolwork, clean my room, was knowing I'm going with my dad on Saturday. And I knew if I didn't do that, my mom wouldn't let me roll.
But that's consistency. Every Saturday,
But you said every
knew.
day. I was saying it doesn't have to be
No,
every
I
day.
said consistent.
You did say consistent, but I thought you meant every day.
No,
consistent.
not every day.
Okay, my apologies. Fonzo. If you had a dad, you can
Yeah.
Be more clear in your
Call it.
point of view. nigga.
call it.
Caller, what's your name? We have a call? Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
McVeigh from Houston.
What's up,
Hey,
McVeigh?
McVeigh, how you doing, brother?
Somebody said you gave me a beat down. I'll
Hey,
never
what-
forget. Go ahead, McVeigh.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, King?
What's going on, Queen? Only thing I wanted to add to this conversation was that, Speedy,
Yes.
can you please scoot over to the left just a little bit? Because we love Nikki Pam being on the show and we don't need her getting banned again.
What's that band from?
I don't know.
I don't know. I missed the joke.
Because y'all shoulder to shoulder.
Hilarious.
Just scoot over just a tad so there's no
I get it.
anything because we want
get it.
Nikki Pam to stay on the show.
Nigga,
Yeah, shoulder to
anyway.
shoulder.
So fuck what I want to do in life, huh?
Again.
Thanks for the call. That
That's
was it.
funny.
That nigga called and dropped it. That was it.
That's funny.
All right, let's put this little divider here.
Just to reposition you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so put your opinions in the chat room, man. If you think, what do you think? You need a father figure, a weekend dad. You need an everyday dad, sometime dad,
So,
prison
Wanda,
dad.
if you look back on it, if your dad would have been more in your life,
Sensitive
do you think
subject.
things would be different?
Of course.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
You really believe that?
No, I had the figures.
Huh?
I had somebody to be scared of. You know, just like Nick said, I can't do that because
You got to answer.
nigga, my uncle was a cop in the town that I lived in.
But did you have a walking example of somebody that you wanted to emulate?
Every time I went to jail, I had to see my uncle.
See, every time I went to jail, it didn't work.
They didn't deter you. That's what got them.
Caller,
It kind of worked. I didn't want to see him.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is me again on the 3.
What's going on?
God damn,
What is that
nigga.
beeping, nigga?
People calling in.
Oh.
It's a jail phone.
It's not.
You have 1 minute.
Your call is being recorded.
Phone check, nigga. Phone check.
Even, nigga.
3-ways are not allowed.
Hey, so look, we all know as growing up, you're gonna get things from your parents.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you still as an adult, you're gonna make your decision, your choices, choose what to use. If anything that you learned from your parents, like Nick, you are not anything like your father in a sense of your moral beliefs. Well, y'all look, I can tell you a couple. Y'all both. Y'all think y'all right all the time. That's one thing y'all share. But yeah, it is. But you know it is. But
Hell, you know if I had the
like,
phone,
just
you'd already be
overall-
off. You know that, right?
I know that. I know
Okay.
that,
As long
and
as
I
you know.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
But you guys are not the same. You know, like my father. I'm not the same as my father. I grew up watching my father drink. I don't drink to this day, and he still drinks.
Probably should.
You know.
But that's a 50-50 thing. You know, I mean, you
But
could
my
either be an
point is-
That's a
alcoholic
choice.
or a
That's-
choice. Yeah,
that's a
it
choice.
goes back to Speedy's choice. You made the
Exactly.
choice to not
That's
be
my
like your
point.
dad
You pick
in that
and choose-
aspect.
You pick and choose what you choose to learn from your parents, if anything
True
at
that.
all.
Right.
Like I
You
said,
do.
Right.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying by that is, you know, you can sit here, people can sit there and say, oh, well, you know, like Wanza don't have a dad, you know, but he learned from other males in his family.
See how that worked out.
You know what I'm saying?
See the results of that.
You picked the wrong males from your family, man. You should have been going on the road trips to the jailhouse. Talking about, I want to be like Uncle Pete. But you know, it just depends on you, man. I mean, every individual is going to be different in how they do it. You know.
So
Like,
do you think you
my mom and I,
do you think you have an influence on your kids? Do you think they really understand who you are?
some things, yes, they do.
What about your
my
core
kids-
values? Do they understand that? You know, yeah. Like
He
you
said,
said, your
what's a
core
core?
Yes, 'cause I teach that. Yeah, I teach that to them. I teach them all those things, and they and I'm proud to say that they actually have learned, and you know, actually in situations where they told me about things that happened where they've done exactly what I would have done. You know,
okay.
so that lets me know that they've listened and they've learned what I've taught them. You know, and I'm still teaching them, and I let them know, look, I'm still learning, and I'm an adult. You know, so you can never stop learning.
Wait.
You know,
Hey, L.
but
L. L. Do me a favor.
Ooh, I thought that nigga would never hang up.
Oh,
Lord.
And then
when I was
Nick,
2,
Reading Rainbow was my favorite.
I say.
we gotta put timers on these niggas, man. They can't just talk and talk and
Lord.
talk.
God.
No,
Right.
Nick. No, Nick. No. I'm gonna get a shirt say, "No, Nick."
Yeah, 30 seconds, y'all.
Nigga, I was getting sleepy.
Get in, get out. We got a lot of calls today.
Nick,
Y'all, over
this
200
nigga over here
people
playing
watching.
tic tac toe.
right.
All right, we take a quick break. Come right back. We come back. Pam got some more shit on there.
And we got Officer Will's gonna call in and kind of give us
Yeah.
some
Willie
insight.
Will.
Give
Yeah,
us some
I saw
insight.
Will in the chat room. I was going to tell him.
Off Willie Will.
Officer Will.
Officer Will's gonna call
wish
and give us some insight on the Tyrese
Well,
Nichols incident.
used to be.
Right. You mean retired Officer Will?
Yeah, he's a
So-
pedestrian right now.
Y'all stay
Right.
tuned. We'll be right back, y'all.
Don't move, y'all.